I could feel that she was looking at the judge answering the question. She wasn't like looking for answers or looking for people in the crowd. She was talking to the judge. And what she did with her answer is pretty much that she used the concept of leading by example. Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and for today's video we have the continuation of a very special reaction because just a few days ago I filmed and I released on my channel a reaction video to Binibining Pilipinas, the Q&A portion more precisely. Now if you already saw that video, you know that I had a lot of comments to provide, but I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone. I'll give you the chance to go and watch that video when you're done with this one. However, what I will say is that there is a lot of talent and a lot of substance in this year's edition of Binibining Pilipinas, and very often I feel like because Catriona was such an excellent candidate, some of the other ladies might get overshadowed. However, we as fans should not forget that, and we should give them the visibility and the recognition that they deserve. So for today's video, I will be covering the second part of the Q&A section, meaning candidates 8 to 15, and that includes Miss Catriona Gray, which I know that everyone is waiting for. As we watch the video, I will be giving you some comments and some feedback about how I think the ladies did overall during the performance. And the only thing that I'm gonna request from you is that if you enjoyed my reaction, please go ahead and leave a like on this video so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, let me know in the comment section what you think about my comments, the ladies' answers, and the video as a whole. So without further ado, my friends, let's get into today's reaction. I really hope that you enjoy it.
Be strong.
Guys, look at all the Binibinis on stage. Does anyone in the whole Coliseum think their job is an easy one? This is tough. It's gonna get tougher from here, right?
Of course.
Okay, let's continue with the second round of question and answer.
Oh Jesus.
We're done with the first 7 finalists, 8 more to go, and still with the help of course, Nicole Cordobes.
Come on, Nicole.
And picking a name is now Judge
Precious Lara Figaman.
My question is for Binibini 17.
Binibini 17, Maria Atisa, Manalo.
Okay. Let's see what you can do, Maria.
Hello, Atisa. How should a beauty queen respond to ruthless criticism?
A beauty queen should always respond to criticisms constructively. We beauty queens are public figures and we put ourselves in a position to be judged. But nonetheless, we should always filter which comments we should accept and what we should not. Thank you.
Good
Okay.
save.
Okay.
I love that.
Nice
Good
recovery.
save, she said.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I definitely agree with what she said, but I also would like for her to mention something along the lines of standing up for yourself sometimes, because if it's constructive criticism, that's one thing, but then sometimes you have bashers, sometimes you have haters, and I think that when you have a public platform like that, it's not that you have to respond to hate by any means, but sometimes I think it's important to stand up for yourself, for people to see that it is an option, you know? When you're in a public platform like that, a lot of people are looking up to you. You become a role model and an inspiration for a lot of people. So if only she would have included that element as well in her answer, I would have been like 100% okay with it. She was definitely struggling a little bit. She was a little stressed, a little nervous, which is normal in these type of cases. And like Pia said, I feel like at the end of the day, she was able to save the question, like, nice catch at the end, but it was not the most memorable answer in my opinion.
Miss Ces Drilon, good evening.
I love that.
Nice recover.
Uh-huh.
Our next judge, Miss Ces Drilon, good evening.
Number 19, Michelle Teresa Gumabaw.
Oh, come on down.
Come on down, Michelle.
Michelle Gumabaw.
Loving the yellow dress.
What can you do to fight fake news?
I know that fake news is very rampant nowadays, but in order to fight this, we must first
know what we are reporting, know what we are reading, and at the same time be accountable for what we say, especially online. And I hope that media always filters and use their resources to always deliver truth and authentic news. Thank you.
Yes. I mean, yes, but did she really answer the question, you know? The question was mainly, how can we fight fake news? How can we prevent it? And what she explained is mainly our responsibility as readers and also the media's responsibility, but there was no element within the answer that would really explain how we can prevent it. That was the last missing element for me in this particular answer, but overall I feel like she was able to cover most of it, so.
Next up is
our ambassador, Sung Yong Kim.
Binibining 31, Jeza May Hula.
Binibini 31, Jessa May Wellar.
What do you think is the most important quality of a millennial woman?
Oh, okay.
I think the most important quality a millennial woman have is to have a vision. And with her vision, she should have this attitude and perseverance so that she can achieve her goals. And through that vision, she would be able to express herself freely. So I would hope that all the millennials out here would really adhere to our culture and our tradition so that we can inspire others, we can impact people. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, girl. I like that.
Thank you, Binibini 31.
I mean, it was a very complete answer, and although some of the elements that she did mention can apply to women of all generations, I feel like strategically she included the word millennial a few times in there just to cover the question, which is okay. At the end of the day, there is no perfect answer when it comes to these very general subjects. What I feel is that she was able to come up with something quick, something witty, something that makes sense, and you could instantly see the audience reaction, which means that what she's delivering, they can connect to, they can relate to that. So there's really no critique right here. She did a good job. For my standards, she is safe.
Our next judge, asking his second question, Mr. Gerald Anderson.
Hi, Gerald, call me. Just kidding. Gerald!
Number 26.
Binibini 26, Winona Buot.
Hi, Winona. Good evening, Winona. I hope you're enjoying this beautiful moment.
He's so
my
flirty.
question for you is, name one great Filipino artist you truly admire and why.
Tell me, girl.
One great Filipino artist I truly admire would probably be Toni Gonzaga. Although she is a celebrity and we have a stereotype when it comes to celebrities, I truly admire her because she follows a certain path when it comes to her life. She actually has a successful career, a complete family, and she did this all together by following her parents. And that's one important thing that we millennials must learn. You will never fail in life when you follow your parents. Thank you.
I mean, she almost completed the answer of the previous one with the millennials. But I really like her answer. I feel like she was able to justify it, you know, when you come with an answer that is not very obvious. For example, in this case, they asked her about an artist and she came up with a celebrity instead. Because of her reasoning and how she was able to justify that answer, I feel like it was a safe one. She mentioned stuff like her career path, her family, following her parents, so core values that a lot of Filipinos can relate to. She knew what she was doing from the beginning. And it shows in her face, it shows in the judges' faces as well, and the response from the audience overall. So, I mean, what can I say? You go, girl. And he's still like flirting.
Shout out to mom and dad.
He came here to find a girlfriend.
Going for round 2 in the question and answer portion, Mr. Mark Lopez.
Come on, Mark Lopez, give me a good question. We need some substance up in here.
Binibining number 21, Angeli Magbitang.
Binibini 21, Angeli Magbitang. Jamie Magbitang.
When is the right time to listen and when is the right time to speak?
It's time to listen if you are respected the people who will talk, and you will
you will try to speak after the people who talk to you speak, because there must be the best version.
Breathe, sis. Breathe.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Binibini 21.
My girl. You know, I mean, this is a trap question. Honestly, it's a very difficult one. And I can tell you honestly, I have been releasing a series of interviews on my channel, which is called Extraordinary Talks. And I meet some of the Binibining girls and I have a conversation with them. And I always ask the fans to send me questions that I will ask them eventually. One that keeps on coming up is, when is the right time to talk and when is the right time to listen? And I always keep that question on purpose because I feel like it's such a general question that there's like no right or wrong answer, and I don't know, it's just very complex. And now I see where the question is coming from. Unfortunately, this girl was not quick enough, she was not fast enough to deliver something meaningful. And what I mean by that is, once again, there is no right or wrong answer. So when you're put on the spot, you have to be fast enough to come up with something that is going to make sense and that is going to resonate with the judges and the audience. You could see it on her face that she was trying to think of something, come up with, you know, some ideas and something that she could link together and somehow make it like an impactful answer. Unfortunately, 30 seconds is not a long time and the time was up. That's so sad because these ladies worked so hard to get to this point. They invest so much time, so much effort, so much money and resources into the competition. And for them to come here and only have 30 seconds to prove themselves, I mean, it's a shame. But what can I say? Better luck next time, my girl.
Our next judge, Miss Precious Lara Kigaman.
My next question is for Binibini 38.
Binibini 38 is Binibini Karen Galman.
Okay, Karen. Love the dress.
Hello, Karen.
Love the makeup.
This is my question. Do you agree that the third restroom should be built for transgenders? Why or why not?
Good question.
I definitely agree there should be a third restroom for transgender because as women also would like a privacy, and also with men, and we have a separate room for the transgender. It just serves as an equality and privatization. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Binibini 38, Karen Galman.
Okay, let's talk about this one. And I'm not gonna be extremely harsh on her because sometimes these things are just misinformation, you know? I think that the intention behind it was good, perhaps. She was thinking of privacy, she was thinking of giving everyone their space, but I want to go back to the concept of equality, right? And the fact that if you are a transgender woman, then you are considered to be a woman. If you are a transgender man, you are considered to be a man. People should accept that idea once and for all. So there's no need to put you in a different category. If you are a woman, if you're a man, then you just go to the ladies' restroom. If you're a guy, go to the guys' restroom. Like, there's no difference, you know? There is no reason for anyone to feel uncomfortable, no reason for anyone to make a big deal out of it. You know, at the end of the day, when you go to the restroom, you're just trying to do a number 1 or a number 2 and, you know, wash your hands and get out of there. It shouldn't be such a big conversation. And I know that, you know, especially back in 2018, it was one of the subjects that we were talking about in the media, a lot about transgender rights and transgender equality and transgender visibility and all of that. And it was a big thing. So I would like to think that she was unprepared when it comes to this matter, but ultimately her answer is not satisfying for me because we should always take it back to equality and the fact that we are all human beings and we deserve equal rights. And creating a different category to put you in a different box is not the answer for me.
Miss Ces Drilon.
15, Juliana Kapongo.
Binibini 15, Juliana Kapongo.
This is
So
my question.
beautiful.
Misogyny or bias against women has been very prevalent lately. How should this be addressed?
Tell them, girl. Important question.
I think this should be addressed by empowering women.
Mm-hmm.
We women, we have to think that we are not just women. We don't need labels as mother, daughter, sister.
Yes.
We have our own individuality and we have to use it into our advantage and let our strength shine. So as a woman, we have to empower our co-women to achieve an equality with men in the future. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
Binibining 15.
Pia was like Binibining 15. I mean, the core of the answer was there. What it really lacked for me was the delivery of it and how cohesive the entire answer was. I definitely agree on the fact that empowering women is one of the main things. I definitely believe that empowering women is part of the answer when it comes to fighting inequality and misogyny. But I wanted her to elaborate a little more on that and give us more elements, more substance about why it's so important, what are the consequences of these things on women's life, and why is it that women are capable of doing the same thing as men. You know, once again, I always try to see the light and be positive by telling myself that they only have 30 seconds. It's nerve-wracking to be on this stage in front of everyone. But if you're gonna give someone a crown and they're gonna represent you for over a year, it's important that the person is, you know, at the top of their game and they're able to come up with something quick and that they are super impactful. So props to you, my girl, for trying. I appreciate the effort, but that was not it for me.
Our chairman of the board of judges,
Mm-hmm.
Ambassador Sung Yong Kim.
Okay.
Binibining 20, Catriona Gray.
Binibining 20. Catriona Gray.
The moment that everyone has been waiting for.
After the devastating war, Marawi is now on its way to recovery.
Mm-hmm.
What is your message to the young women of Marawi?
Thank you for that question. My answer and my message to the women were to be strong. As women, we're the head of a household and we have amazing influence not only in our own families as mothers, sisters, and friends, but also in our community. If we could get the women to stay strong and be that image of strength for the children and the people around them, then once the rebuilding is complete and is underway, the morale of the community will stay strong and high. Thank you.
Oh my girl, Catriona. Catriona did not breathe. This girl did not stutter. From beginning to end, that answer was everything that I was expecting. You know, I remember covering her journey on Binibining Pilipinas 2018 like a while ago, like weeks ago. I made a video about her entire performance, but I don't think I covered the Q&A segment of it. What I will say about Catriona, and this is something that I truly believe, is that she is so good at what she does because she's able to not only deliver a very purposeful, meaningful, impactful answer, but she is also able to connect with the audience. I could feel that she was looking at the judge answering the question. She wasn't like looking for answers or looking for people in the crowd. She was talking to the judge. And what she did with her answer is pretty much that she used the concept of leading by example. As women, you have the responsibility. There's a lot of expectation about women right there, but a lot of people also look up to women in their communities, in their household. So the role of women is essential when it comes to a situation like this one, like rebuilding an entire community right after a war. You know how some girls really like to give answers with a lot of confidence and they put like a lot of energy, and sometimes it feels almost as a political statement. I feel like Catriona had some of that in here, but she really went for the empathy part of it, like the tone of her voice and the way that she delivered the answer. It almost felt like she was giving advice to like a sister, a friend, family member. It was very warm. So those are the things that I'm really looking for when it comes to this type of Q&A segments. And you know, as I was telling you in part 1 of this video, by the way, if you have not watched that, I will leave the link in the description down below for that first section of the video. This is one of the reasons why Catriona is often looked as a reference when it comes to being a beauty queen overall, not only in the Q&A segment, but also, you know, in all aspects of it. She was excellent at what she was doing. So anyways, you guys, those were my comments and my feedback for these ladies when it comes to the Q&A. Let me know in the comment section if you agree with my opinions. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I'm not perfect, or am I? But I will be reading your comments, and you know that I always appreciate that. While you're at it, please go ahead and leave a like on this video so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, come here and give me a hug. You know that's a little tradition on this channel. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, as usual, please stay safe, be kind to one another. Sending you all my love, all my kisses, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.